It was October 1918. The Great War was nearing its end, but for 554 American soldiers, the battle was fiercer than ever. Deep in the Argonne forest, they were isolated, surrounded by the German army. Trapped in a dark ravine, they called it the Pocket. With little food, no medicine, and dwindling hope, they were in dire straits. Major Charles Whittlesey, a brave lawyer, led them. The Germans attacked relentlessly, but the Americans held their ground. Cold, hungry, and drinking muddy water, they refused to surrender. Major Whittlesey urged them to hold on, believing help would come. Days dragged on, worsening their plight. The soldiers, weak and ghostly, shared their last food and whispered stories of home. They were the lost battalion, determined not to give up. Then, the unthinkable happened. American artillery began firing on them. Major Whittlesey had to stop the shelling. He had one pigeon left, Cher Ami, their last hope. Major Whittlesey knew this was his final chance. The shells from his own army were devastating his men. He wrote a desperate message. "Our own artillery is dropping a barrage directly on us. For heaven's sake, stop it!" The message was placed in a canister attached to Cher Ami's leg. Cher Ami, a trained carrier pigeon, had to fly across a battlefield filled with danger. Omer Richards, the pigeon handler, released her into the smoky sky. The soldiers watched, their hopes pinned on this small bird. But Cher Ami was confused by the chaos and landed on a tree branch. The Germans, recognizing her importance, opened fire. The soldiers urged her to fly, their last hope hanging in the balance. Cher Ami finally took flight, dodging bullets as she soared towards the American lines. The Germans aimed at Cher Ami, knowing she carried a crucial message. The lost battalion watched helplessly as their last chance was targeted. Major Whittlesey shouted, urging her to fly. Cher Ami launched into the air, flying through a storm of bullets. A bullet hit her and she tumbled, but she regained her balance and continued. Despite her injuries, a shattered leg, a chest wound, and a blinded eye, she flew on. She covered 25 miles, each wing beat a testament to her determination. Finally, she reached the American headquarters, delivering the message before collapsing. The signalmen were shocked by Cher Ami's condition, but quickly retrieved the message. Major Whittlesey's plea was rushed to the commanding general. The order to stop the artillery was given immediately. The friendly fire ceased, and a profound silence fell over the ravine. For the lost battalion, it was a miracle. They didn't know if Cher Ami had made it, but they were alive. The silence meant someone knew their location, and help might be coming. With the coordinates from Cher Ami's message, a rescue plan was set in motion. The soldiers held their ground, fueled by a flicker of hope. The rescue was challenging, but the sound of American forces approaching gave the lost battalion strength. On October 8th, rescue soldiers broke through, ending the siege. The survivors were a shocking sight, starving, wounded, and ghostly. Of the original 554, only 194 walked out. Major Whittlesey was awarded the Medal of Honor, but he felt the weight of his lost men. Cher Ami became a symbol of bravery, her story spreading far and wide. She was honored by General Pershing and became a treasured hero. Major Whittlesey returned home to a hero's welcome, but the war's scars haunted him. He struggled with guilt and the memories of his lost men. In 1921, overwhelmed by the past, he took his own life. Cher Ami lived another year, her legacy preserved at the Smithsonian. She stands as a reminder of courage and determination. The story of the Lost Battalion and Cher Ami teaches us about the cost of war and the strength of the human spirit. Major Whittlesey's story reminds us of unseen wounds, while Cher Ami's flight shows how even the smallest creature can change the world. We hope you enjoyed this story of survival. Please comment, like, and subscribe. History Icebreakers.